Hey, what's up guys, Matthew. Today we are doing another episode of Alpine Slopes. And honestly, I thought this series wasn't going to do very well, because I didn't really think a lot of people would be interested. But at the time of recording this audio, the video is currently standing on about 9 or 10 views. And to be fair, that's not a lot, but to me that is a little bit a lot considering my last video, which came out in August, like 2 days before, like 2 days after the last episode came out from a month. A little bit confusing. And that's sitting on 11. Hopefully this series does very well. People are liking it, and that's a good sign. And also, this episode is going to be not longer. Actually, I don't know what to say, because, well, actually, I have a good idea. Let me put something onto the screen right now. And this is what I was basing sort of the front entrance around. And I was doing this during math class. Don't worry, my teacher knew about it. And I sort of overestimated how big the guest spawn, well, how small it was actually. And it's already, I'm going to tell you straight up, this is going to happen, but it's not going the way I expected it to. Because it looks a tiny bit wonk. But, it's gone now off my screen, but it's going to probably still be there for you. But, the entrance, like, area, I put the roller coaster there, and if you guys saw it, I actually had the exit going right towards the entrance area, because, I think that actually may be a really cool idea. Because people are going to, I'm sort of taking this as this is sort of an older park, and that roller coaster was like the only one. So, like they had to build the roller coaster off the path a little bit, and instead of like having the entrance and exit right there, they made a path off to the entrance and created a couple things around that. But they put the exit near the front of the park because this is the thing that people are going to want to ride, and the other attractions and merchandise stuff were at that front of the park. And also, I still haven't gotten Photoshop where you know how to use it at all, so there's going to be a couple more billboards I'm adding in that won't have a purpose yet. But yeah, this park honestly is going to, I'm hoping it's going to look nice. It's definitely not going to be on the side, on like geekism or a mass bandit scale of goodness. That's not even a word, but I don't care. And right here I was fiddling around with it, and I actually like looked at that green screen like, ooh, that actually may be helpful for a little bit later in the park, because in that series I was talking about, I finished watching it. Yes, it's been about 2 or 3 days since I finished watching it, and I recorded that like the other piece like 3 days ago. But he actually had the guy I'm not even gonna try to say his name. I think never mind. It's Moomin Little Socks. I'm pretty sure he actually put a stage in his park, which I think would be a really good idea. But this park, it's not going to be a tiny park. If you know it, it's not going to be small in size. It's not going to be like a family park. It's going to be like something that it's definitely not going to be like Six Flags or Cedar Fair worthy park, but it's going to be a family owned park, that sort of like how Knott's was before it got bought by Cedar Fair. And we're going to put a lot of additions into the park and all of that. And then I think actually later on in this in the park we're going to start, because I sort of want this series to go on for a while. I'm going to sort of play this series as because I'm going to open up the park really soon. I'm going to play this series sort of as a challenge mode, but also not really, because in challenge mode you're gonna you're limited in space, not really, but as you build more and more rides and it starts getting you have a lot more money, you're gonna start tearing down your old rides to make new and improved ones. And I think that's what I'm gonna do. A couple coasters are gonna be like guaranteed to stay, like the old Woody and historical rides, like say I later on decide this is going to be like the first coaster of its kind. But like things like maybe we're going to add in, like we may add in like a Vekoma boomerang that may not stay, or it may stay because it's the only one in the area. And I'm honestly going to try to do this as we are sort of playing against other parks in the area, and this park I'm gonna say it's definitely an American park, so I'm gonna have to try to challenge myself with other American parks. I don't know where in the United States it is. If I had to take a guess, I would either say where I'm from, like California, as like up near the mountains or something like that, or I would say like Denver or one of those states. Well, that's not even a state. Yeah, I promise you guys I'm smart. But like, I think what we're doing on the screen right now is actually one of the most proud things I am of doing on this map so far. It's definitely gonna not be very good in the future, and also it doesn't look very realistic, but it looks nice. Because I'm actually taking the Alpine rocks and covering up this sort of ugly concrete thing I made. It's not ugly, it's realistic, so I'm covering up it with rocks. And also, that's how cars are going to be getting into the park. Like, we all know that the peeps are being spawned in the spawning building, as I called it earlier. But we're saying, because there's not going to be cars in this area. And also, if you remember when I brought up that old thing, there was 2 parking lots. One, I think they're not going to really have a major difference in the quality of parking. One may be more expensive, but it's not going to. But I'm definitely trying to run with that right now. I don't know how long that's gonna last, but like when I put down the cars, I sort of put like the fancier cars in the parking lot closer, but I put the least fancier cars over there. Also, what you're seeing right now is me making the where buses are going to be parking, but I did not end up doing that in this episode. And I'm starting to experiment with what's going to look good. And right now I am trying to edit my scenario so I can get the thing that looks normal relatively close, and I guess when I'm looking at it now, it looks closer than I thought. But let's continue. Let's sort of talk about something other than this game right now. So I may come back to what it's on in a little bit, but not right now. I don't know what that massive jump was. Oh, that was me looking up how to make the parking stuff, and I had to pull out a cart. The slots are a little unrealistic, but I don't know. I'm not gonna complain. Because, like, look how thin they are. I would have preferred them to be a little bit wider, but anything. Well, whatever. So, I've been working on a lot about at school lately, and that's why there haven't been a lot of videos. Well, the last video that I posted before that last one was on August 20th. That was the Friday after I went into school. And like this summer I thought I was going to do a lot of videos, and during the summer break I only made because I'm not showing it right now, but I made 1, 2, I'm counting them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 videos on my summer break. And that's over 3-ish months. And one of my max months of uploading I've done was 10. yeah, not very good. It's workable, but, and I've been trying to record videos. I actually have one in editing right now of me and the dragon fight. I don't know when I'm going to get that done. I actually started recording a Madden series. It's sort of a redo of the Jets franchise, where it was the random college, and that's only going to probably, if I even post it, it's going to probably only last until the scouting update, because that's when I'm planning on actually making my own series. But, I didn't realize how far we got in. I don't know if we got that far, but I'm now working on the information/ticket booths. I made it look a little bit ugly, but hopefully I was able to fix it. I don't know. And also, I don't know if you're going to see, it's not right now, but earlier. It's going to be later on, but I'm just going to mention it now. What happened to the restaurants? I swear, I remember building a restaurant on one of my other things, but it's gone now. I don't know where it went. And I'm not just kidding. Wait a minute, it just poofed. Wait, because if you looked on the thing earlier, you may have to go back. It had restaurants and a line of shops. If you're wondering where I got that idea, let me show you right now. This is where I got the idea for it. It's the Knott's Chicken Dinner Restaurant, and if you ever been to Knott's, I couldn't find a good photo of it, but there's a long path just like of shops and all that, and I sort of want that here. It's already not going to work out. It may only be 2 or 3 shops, but I really don't know. But this is actually something I think is going to be helpful in the long run. People are going to, it's going to be hard to forget where the hell you parked your car, because A, there's not a lot of parking spaces, B, it's 2 parking lots, and there's one that's close and one that's far. But just to make sure people, also to make sure that people who purchased a certain one didn't go into the wrong parking spot, parking area. We put the lot A and lot B. I was debating putting plot 1, parking lot 1 and 2, but I decided to put A and B because it's a little bit, well, not nicer, but it seems a little bit nicer. And next, I don't know how long we just still got. Well, okay, we got about 7 minutes left, but in the next episode, I'm going to be working on the restaurant, and maybe if I have time, working on that entrance. Also, what you're seeing right now, me doing right this instant, it's not going to last. It looks ugly as hell. I don't know if you guys agree, but it looks weird and awkward. But let's continue back what I was saying. What was I saying? Oh, I was talking about having a Minecraft. My video upload schedule. Yeah, it's been a little bit screwed up. Plus, also, I haven't really been inspired to play Minecraft because no one plays it anymore. Any of my friends. Plus, also, one of the friends I actually normally played with on it. He deleted the game. He's gonna have it back accordingly, but he's kind of an asshole, so he may be lying. And if you're watching this, even though I know he's not, because he's a bad friend, you know who you are. And it's not the other person. Oh, I updated it. I didn't notice I updated it. I had my screen off, but yeah. But also I've had a lot of videos just scrapped that I was planning on. I don't even know. I may continue it. I don't know. I had a 100 days on Sky Factory, so keep your eye out for that if that's ever gonna happen. But I don't think it's going to. But also right here, I don't know if you saw that, but it was a massive spike in the ground. That was a little bit funny. but I'm building a little side area for that little area. It's not. I really suck. A speech. Wow. But right now I'm actually putting in the cars for the new, not the new area, but the I don't know what to call it. The second parking lot B. My God, I'm such a dumbass. It's funny. But another thing that's sort of been happening along with my life is that I've been planning on going to Knott's for a while now. I haven't really had the time to go to it. But I don't know. Also, guys, right now I'm actually putting in a police force because I think that would be a good idea. I stopped talking, of course. I also put down because I'm predicting this park is not going to be very busy. I know it's going to be hard to regulate how many characters can come into your park. I know you're able to, but I want to be able to have it like maybe at 2,000. But 2,000 people are not going to be able to fit in these cars, so it's definitely not realistic. I don't know if that showed up right now, but I put in 2 taxi cars up there. Because I sort of want this park to be a regional park. It's not a state park. Oh, fuck. It's not a state park. It's not a world-class park. It's gonna be like something you can go to in a day. Like, it's not gonna be on a Magic Mountain, Disneyland, Cedar Point scale. It's gonna be more like on a Knott's Berry Farm scale, if the lines aren't very long, sort of a California Adventure scale, because there's not actually a lot of rides in California Adventure, even though California Adventure is way better than the main park. But don't get me started on that, because, yeah. But, like, I'm so stupid. But, I don't know what to say, well, yeah, this park is gonna be, sort of smaller. It's gonna be more focused on looks. And also, I think next episode I'm gonna be working on the terrain for the park, because I don't know what to do with the park. If I don't have the terrain down, the park's gonna be completely flat. So I want to have a lake. I want to have a mountain, because I want to have a runaway. I want to either have a log flume, a rapids ride, or a I'm gonna actually make a list. But the things I want in this park, I want to have at least 6 or 7 major coasters. So and that doesn't include kiddie coasters, and or boomerangs and stuff like that. Something I can just throw, are basically like let me describe this better. I want 6 unique coasters, not something that is a cookie cutter. Oh, but this video is actually coming to an end, so I'm gonna hop off talking, and I'll be there. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.